We are looking at the level 10 cards, starting off with Taiwo Awoniyi, who's a striker or centre forward, Nigerian from the Premier League. He has got some really, really good stats. Fantastic shot power finishing, great acceleration and sprint speed, considering he's mostly lengthy as well, which means he gets quicker the more he runs with it. Good attacking work rates. In terms of actual problems to be concerned about, we've got agility and balance and composure. Short pass is good. Strength is fantastic. Stamina, header and accuracy is also very good. In terms of playstyles, we've got chip shot, power header, and relentless. Relentless means they don't really lose stamina, which is a good one to have. Chip shot and power header, I don't really want to say much about them. They're not the best ones you can have. Now, if we were to have a look with him with an engine on footbin, you can see there gives him 91 pace, 75 pass, and 87 dribbling. Not only that, gets up his agility and balance to 82 and 85, and makes him into an 89 rated striker. Now, of course, you could have a look at Hawk to maximize that shot power, finishing, and pace. Going to make him into a 90 rated striker as well. Puts him on lengthy altogether instead of mostly lengthy. Now, it depends on what you prefer out of your players. I think personally it's better to try and boost that agility and balance because he is around 6'2", 189 centimeters. High and stocky, they're not the best combination of things to have for someone who's going to be struggling in left stick dribbling. If you're not a left stick dribble or a skill type of person, then you're not really going to notice it. I do think he'll play really well up front on his own. Now, if we go back and put a basic on him or reset his chem style to a basic and compare him to his gold card, he's got plus 10 on shooting, plus 11 on passing, and plus 12 on dribbling, and plus 9 on physical. So he's got a really good boost. I do like the looks of this card, and if you are going to be taking Frank Onyeka, who is in the level 15, I think it is the Nigerian Prem player there. Now, you've got yourself a strong link. Strong link is when you compare one player who's in the same league, the same nation, they get a boosted chem because of that. Whereas Perfect Link is same nation, same club, and same league, of course. Now, if we have a look at other strikers in the Premier League at the moment, you can see, of course, there are the Haalands, the Player of the Month Sons, the Trailblazers. Then we have got ourselves Tevez, the hero. If you took Cunha from level 30 or 40 last season, then I generally think you don't need to take Awoniyi. I don't think he really makes too much for Taiwo there, to be honest. Watkins is an SBC who's out at the moment, as well as we've got Alvarez, who is super expensive, but then Wilson was an objective. Got some more heroes here. Got Eddie Nketiah, who came out, and then we have this card here. Now, if you compare him to Team of the Week, Eddie Nketiah, they are very similar in terms of pace shooting. Yes, Taiwo has way better physical, but then you could argue Nketiah has a bit better in terms of dribbling. But it's one of those. Like, I think Eddie's about 30k on the market, less than that. But Premier League always comes in strong. We always get Premier League objectives. So I think Taiwo is a good shout because of that. And like I said, if you are going to be using Frank, who is going to be our Nigerian midfielder, which I will also cover in a future video once I get there, you have got yourself a very, very strong link. Now, if we look at Frank quickly, you can see here Onyeka and even Iwobi's in there. So if you are going to go for the Nigerian boys, you've got yourself a nice triangle of players. You can see there Onyeka's got a nice boost and Iwobi's got a huge boost as well. So honestly, it depends who you're going to take down the line or who suits your team. Now, at this minute in time, I'm actually doing Origi, who is, of course, from the same team from Forest. I'm one game away from leveling up to 85, 86. And he's going to get a nice link to Taiwo. And that is going to maybe choose my decision whether I complete him. So it depends who you've done in evolutions. Of course, don't forget, in the future, these cards can be evolutionized or you put through evolutions at the same time. So there is many factors to consider with that. But let's move on to our next player, which is going to be Van der Heyden. Now, he's medium high, 6'1", 2-star, 3-star, left-footed. Of course, only a centre-back. Now, in terms of defensive stats, he's got really nice slide tackle, stand tackle, good defensive awareness, fantastic aggression, strength, stamina, really good composure, and fantastic short and long pass. Now, in terms of play styles, we've got jockey, which is very good. Slide tackle is not the best, is not the worst. And then we have aerial. Now, I'm a little bit against taking centre-backs from this because we get so many of them. But if we were to jump over to footbin, we can see here with a shadow, gives him 85 pace and 92 defending, and makes him into a 90 rated centre-back and an 89 rated left-back or right-back. Now, in terms of other chem styles, you could also go for an anchor. It's going to put him into mostly lengthy. It's going to make him into a 91 rated centre-back. It's going to give him more agility, more physicality, more defending, as well as boost up the pace a little bit. Now, under mostly lengthy, you don't need to worry about the pace as much because it means the longer he sprints for, the quicker he gets. Now, I like the fact this card's got really good passing, and my issue is being from La Liga and Belgium, we don't have any Belgian players, but if we were to have a look at other La Liga centre-backs, The two highest rated cards are going to be two heroes. Then we have Militao Arejo, who I think is one of the best centre-backs in the game. Got Trailblazers Kunde, who's also unbelievably good. Then we got Van der Heyden here, but then if we look at him compared to Alaba, for example, they're very similar. Yes, you could argue the physical's way different, but then Alaba's got a little bit more pace, way better shooting, and way better passing. So use your argument for that. They are the same rating. And then we have Rudiger, who's also a very good shout. We even got Kunde Gold, who's going to be good, and Nacho Fernandez. Now, the reason why I say Nacho Fernandez is because if we ever get an evolution that can use him, he's going to be a better card than Heyden, and also he's going to be higher rated. Now, you could argue that it depends on what you're going to take from the extra level up. And if we were to have a look at our La Liga midfielders that are coming out from Belgium, because again, it's going to be the same thing. I believe it is a winger, and I'm going to cover this again in the future as mentioned, but I really like the look of this Ramzamani. He looks like a really good card, but they're not from the same team. He is a silver normally, so we'll have to be one of those. And of course, there is a Witsel coming in the last season as well, which again, Belgium, which is fantastic. But this card can play centre-back, and now him playing as a centre-back at 6'1" is actually scary good. Like, this card looks ridiculous at that. So that is something to consider when we are looking at defenders from La Liga and being Belgium. Now, of course, we've got quite a good left back and right backs to choose from, with Mendy, etc. So La Liga is not shy from good defenders, but I just personally think Van der Heyden isn't the best choice, especially when you argue with Witsel. If you've done Llorente as an evolution or Depay as an evolution, you've got some good choices there. And that leaves us with our last player. Stop right there with the introduction of kits, tokens, and now evolutions needing FC points or coins to complete them. There is no better time than to head over to igdm.com. Get yourself some coins, very, very cheap, fast and reliable. Use discount code NANIC at the store and get 5% off. The link will be in the description. Which is going to be Joshua Zirkzee. You can see here, 6'4", medium low, 3-star, mostly lengthy, right-footed. Can play striker or centre forward. Now again, fantastic shot power finishing, really good composure, good short pass, great strength, header and accuracy, stamina. Not the best agility and balance for somebody that is 6'4". And we have a look at play styles. He's got power shot, he's got pinged pass, and he's got aerial. Now, if we jump over to Footbin and we have a look at the chem style that we've gone for him, is going to be an engine again. And this one really needs it because of that agility and balance being so low. And the main reason being 6'4", 193 centimeters with high and average is a little bit concerning. Now, it makes him into an 89 rated striker. Not the biggest fan of medium low work rates. I prefer high medium or high low if possible. 3-star, so he's the same as Taiwo in that aspect. And if we were to go back and compare him to other Serie A strikers, you can see here they have got abundance of very good ones. So we have a couple of special cards, the heroes. Ushiman, who's a gold. Martinez, it's a gold. Di Natale, etc. Even Immobile is very similar to Zirkzee. They can see here similar pace, similar shooting, similar passing. Well, maybe a bit higher actually. Better dribbling from Zirkzee there. But if we were to have a look at Immobile's balance and agility, he's got way better balance and agility. So you could argue, is the card worth, what, 10, 15k? I'm not too sure. Also, on top of that, Serie A do get a lot of love in terms of strikers. Now, if you were to pick Zirkzee, your other choice to go for a level 15, which I keep saying, but I will make it one more time. You have got yourself Klaassen here, who looks okay. Like, we've got hundreds of these centre mids that are from Holland who have got similar stats. 3-star, I'm not a big fan of. And then, of course, our last card from this whole season is going to be on this list now, which is going to be Karsdorp, who, again, you could play very good positions, but I think the Dutch ones are actually a little bit limited this time around. So I don't think, for me personally, I'm going to take them three. I think it's between Taiwo and the Belgium centre-back Van der Heyden, in my opinion, who you're going to choose. But let me know in the comment section down below who you're going to pick. If you have any questions, let me know as well, and I'll catch you in the next video.